Welcome for some Blueprints Bingo. Sorry, I've been having technical difficulties at the beginning of stream here, and now I'm just suddenly looking at all my inputs and saying, is everything working the right way now? And it looks like everything is. Okay. Can't promise it's going to stay that way, but oh well. Anyway, yeah, so if you're watching this on YouTube, you may not know what I'm talking about, but on Monday I tried a bingo board on the site that's used by the whole bingo community and that's being used in the bingo competition that's going on right now, the qualifying rounds, and in the actual competition that will follow, etc. I'd never used it before. It was the first time trying it out. I did very badly at it. I just got bad RNG. I'm sure there were some bad choices in there as well, in hindsight. And I don't like the board all that much. And I don't know why. There's something about I just don't like it. Maybe it's just because I built this one, so I'm biased. And yeah, I like this. I like this classic bingo look. So I decided to come back and do some bingo tonight and sort of rinse out the bad taste of how badly I did Monday night. So just kind of, and I want to do one of the spoiler-free ones again because I even had people asking me about it just in the last couple of days on Twitch. Good God, run another ad. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll start another one, and then next week I'll be doing a spoiler-free bingo on my regular Monday night as usual. But so hopefully tonight is just sort of a rinse, clean everything out, get started on something new. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, so I'm just going to start playing the game. How's that? So I've got a brand new board spun up. As always, I have no idea what is on here. It has been a minute since I've done the no spoiler version. I've done any bingo at all, but now that we're back on no spoiler. So here are the rules. If you don't want to, there are some spoilers, I guess you could say, within the rules. So if you want to avoid those, fast forward on the YouTube or just mute for a minute or two here and while I go over the rules, and see you back in a minute. When you see the screen start changing, you'll know it's time. So the rules for spoiler-free bingo. There are specifically allowed mechanics that you may do. You can open the west gate and get to the outer room, because that's relatively basic, and there's a lot of stuff that goes with it, and also it relies on a readily available mechanic, so that's fine. You can solve dartboard and parlor puzzles, but that's about as advanced a puzzle as you're allowed or you're ever going to get in this. You can use utility closet basic switches, no vac indicator puzzle, since that is a puzzle to solve how to do that. You may use, or you can make any workshop contraption you want. You may not use power sledge or burning glass on anything, ever, anywhere. So don't. You can open a trunk, I guess, with the power sledge if you really felt like it, but what's the point? In general, any basic mechanic of the room's existence. So the utility closet, turning on and off the gymnasium lights, turning on the garage power, hence the west gate. Basic functions of the room you can do, including basic laundry functions, shrine blessings, buying and trading stuff in stores, all that stuff. That is the function of the room itself. There's no puzzle involved in using the function of the room. That's allowed. Any non-safe computer function, so going into security settings for the security key card, running lab experiments, those are allowed because that is the function of the room. It doesn't involve using the password, and the specific non-safe, meaning you can't use the safe in the shelter. And like I said, the laundry room you're allowed to do, but you may not power the laundry room. So those are specifically allowed mechanics. If you're wondering if something is allowed or not, and it's not on that list, there's a very good chance that it's not. Now, the disallowed mechanics, and this is the extra spoilery part as far as this game mode goes. I will not even be talking about what I can and can't do. I can't say, gosh, I really wish I could go into this. I really wish I could get the gem out of this room. Because even mentioning the safe that's in that room could be a spoiler. So, ixnay. No using the pump room, boiler room, gallery, the cloister inner area, anything that involves a puzzle or solving something, also off limits. New floor plans found via any other method other than the drafting studio. Nope. None of them. Not even the good ones. All safes, combinations, passwords, codes, etc. are off limits. May not look at fine print except stamps if you need to. There is still that bingo board on there. No solving more boxes. No using the secret garden key. You can hold it in your hand all you want, but you may not actually use it anywhere. And the reason that is there's a lot of players out there who are just like me at the beginning of this whole thing who don't know how to use the secret garden key, don't know where to use the secret garden key, don't know what it does. So even using it is off limits. So that's a spoiler. You may not enter the antechamber, and there's only 2 levers that are allowed to use anyway, and that's the Great Hall and the greenhouse, because those are basic functions of that room. It's the levers just sitting right there. You don't have to solve anything to get that lever. And those are the only 2 levers that are available to you anywhere, anyway, anyhow. And you still can't go into the antechamber. You may not push the middle button of the Chamber of Mirrors. You can push all the outer ones all you want, but you may not use the middle button. If you get the option for the electric eel aquarium, just skip it, because there's not really anything that you can do with it that's not considered a spoiler of some fashion. But the only thing I can think of that isn't a spoiler is the garage door. And if you're using an electric eel aquarium for that, you got bigger problems with your game. That's all I could say. Tomb statues, catacombs, nope. You may not use power sledge or burning glass, like I said. No logging into the computer network, and no activating blue flames anywhere, anyway, anyhow, any why. The basic reason behind things like the parlor box and the dartboard being allowed is that's as basic a puzzle as this game gets. And if you are so early in the game that you don't know how to solve a parlor or dartboard puzzle, you should not be watching anybody play any other form of blueprints if you're worried about spoilers. So, can't help you there. Anyway, that's all the nitty-gritty. That is the rules, and here we go. Okay, this is a 16 challenge board, so it's on the low end for challenge tiles, honestly. 5 dartboards, easy, reading back, okay. Those are, dig up nothing, sometimes more problematic than you'd think. Draft rank, all in the same color. I usually do that one by accident before I do it on purpose. 3 security doors, not too bad. Green memo, not too bad either, so we're good so far. 8 keys. Delivered package. That one's fairly easy. Item spreading on concern. Raise all balls. That 6 green rooms in a day. Spend 3 okay. 30 steps from the dining room. Or 6 orange rooms in a day. Yuck. Raising the rarity of 2 rooms, the only way to do that is with the gear wrench, so that relies on a bit of luck, but you can try and force that. How about we do on entrances? Draft all 4 corners in a day, have 5 allowance. That mostly relies on that really only relies on getting an experiment for it. But drafting a full house. Not the hardest antechamber entrance ones I've seen. Cloister for free, 6 orange rooms in a day. That's not. Yeah. So green rooms in a day, collect and spread conference room. Okay. This one, it's really hard to choose a good path. I don't have a clear path that I want to go on here. There's a lot of stuff that relies on a lot of luck.
Of my 45-room estate. The location of the
I don't
room has
know.
been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any
All right, well,
heir
let's
worthy
just
of
get
the
going, get a
similar
good day one.
legacy
Actually,
would
I
have
think
no
maybe I'm gonna
trouble
try.
uncovering its
I'm gonna
whereabouts
try, being
within a
the operative word.
timely manner.
I'm gonna try for the
Should my
early.
grandnephew fail to
Oh, I
uncover
can't.
this room or provide proof of his
Mute that
discovery
part on
of
the
the
YouTube. I can't do
executor
that.
of my will, then this
Here I
gift
am breaking my own rules.
shall lapse.
Um.
In witness whereof,
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm
have
just gonna do a day one and
set
see what
my
I get
hand
and
this
start in on
8th day of
and see
March,
which path starts to open up to me. Unfortunately, that's
1993.
really hard to sort of pick
Herbert
a
S.
clear path.
Sinclair.
All right. Shave a couple of seconds off there. Timer won't start until I can start moving anyway. Okay, I got my foot on the button. Hey. Oh, so I was looking at the wrong screen. There's a delay on the stream there. Okay. Done. I can't tell immediately what my thing has for me. I have Lucky Rabbit's Foot. I like that. Let's go billiard, because if it's gonna give me a key card or something, I want that early and not after I've already turned off the power. 4 and 3 is 13. 18, 4 is 14. 3 and 1, 2. 10 and 2, 20. 10, 4, 6, 3, 18. There we go. Okay, silver key. I can put that to good use, I hope. Maybe. Somewhere. Storeroom. Might be the wrong choice, depending on what options it gives me here. But we might be due for utility closet, and then I'll be happy. I am not happy, but there's a spare room, so I'm happy enough. Now we have utility closet anyway, so it doesn't matter. Again, for this game mode, just getting through day one, opening up, the outer room and that sort of thing is not a bad way to go. There's only so much you can really do in this game mode, and I feel like I say that every time I play this, but it's still true. Yuck. It's a weird day one setup here. Just the floor plan, I mean. Not where I like this room. Okay, I can live with that. That's less good. Okay, salted food is not on the menu, but... And now we're moving away from the garage. Fantastic. This may be an absolute crap day one. It is an absolute crap day one. Fantastic. Unless this has a key card sitting on it, which it doesn't. All right, well. There's that. Thanks, game. Criminally, that was horrible. Try for a better day two. How's that? I got the pantry before the salt, so I couldn't even get a salted food out of that. Try that again. I mean, it's a terrible setup because, I mean, like, now without a day one, there's no trunk here. You know, I don't have very good gem opportunities. There's one. I definitely need to get some gems going here. Yeah, because again, we got to open things up, try and get that utility closet. All right. Okay. What do you got for me? Yes, that works. Gems. I need the gems. The way this is going, I definitely need the gems. Okay. This is the middle box. You liar. Gems are in the middle box. Maybe. No. But you're telling the truth. At least there's some honesty in this world. Okay. For reasons which may not make any sense or be good ones. Okay, have drafted all in the same color. And let's see. Storeroom or let's try billiard again. Much as it's a room with an extra door in it, but all right, 5, 9, 12, 19, 18, 15. An answer I don't see very often. 14, 7, 7, 2, 14. 20, 10, 10, 2, 20. All right. I kind of hate it, but at the same time, it could be worse. Something quick over here. And then, okay, that'll work. Now garage, please. Thank you. Okay, we have what we need for that. See what else we can accomplish here. All right. Actually, if I can get a couple more keys, that would be really great. Not quite what I meant, and you know it, game. I mean, this is the only thing that keeps me going and just kills my gems. There's only so much I can do here. Again, the steps are not horrendous, since I'm not trying to accomplish too much at once here. All right. All right. That's a lever, and that's a key card door that I can't get through. Fantastic. Thanks, game. That was just absolutely brilliant. Not much I can do about it. All right. Let's open this. There's my one and only permanent upgrade. And some nice chill music to... Nothing there really does me any good. Literally nothing at all does me any good whatsoever here. Unless... shovel... and... that was yesterday, I had the courtyard, so... yeah. Alright, well... dartboards dig up nothing. I don't have anywhere to dig. I did draft 2 closets in a day. So there's that. And that is all we get. Nope, seriously. Come on, keep up, controller. Alright, day 3. At least we're failing fast. Not an uncommon occurrence in this game mode. Alright, let's go see if we can get anything useful out here. Doop, 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 doop. Let's take root cellar and hope that we get a shovel. Okay, kitchen, I gotta remember actually that kitchen is actually a little bit more worthwhile in this game mode, because kitchen can lead to the morning room, which leads to gems the next day. Speaking of gems. Alright, box and the white box are both empty. The statement in the white box is true. There is a second, well, you're a liar, therefore you must be telling the truth. This box and the white box are both empty, therefore. Alright, tell me if I get a shovel to buy at least. Okay. Or lucky rabbit's foot. You didn't really. You weren't really all that lucky. I'm just saying. You know. Before, I'm hoping this rabbit foot can redeem the previous rabbit foot. That, to be fair, it's kind of weird to rely on something that had to be lopped off of a rabbit to be lucky. Like, if it was really that lucky, why did the rabbit lose his foot? Just saying. Of all my options, let's do the one that gives me a little bit of money. Courtyard. No shovel. Okay, but still quite useful for getting a little bit of extra money. And yes, please. All right, let's see if this. Okay. And now I'm out of gems. No key card. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for a you know what I mean. A thing. Drawing room. Get the drawing room now. Good thing I passed it up. Of course, now I need gems for it. No, I don't. I need other rooms when the drawing room appears. Okay. Okay, there's my 6 I need. Don't have it yet. I have to go buy it. That's why I got the 6. Oh, keep up, brain. Okay, now we're cooking. Oh, dang it. Probably a waste. That's trash. Yeah. That checks. Now dig spots in there. Let's go outside because there's usually a turnip or two, maybe a key. All it takes is one turnip to make the trip out here worthwhile. And there we go. Now let's see what kind of gravy we can put on it. Coins. That's a shoe. Okay, we're getting quite a few coins here, actually. I don't even remember what else was in the commissary. But actually, no. I want to save the coins because then if I find a gem in a kitchen, then I can afford bacon and eggs if it's offered. So, much I'd love to go spend some steps and go back to the commissary. I think this is slightly the better option. That's a nail. There we go. Gonna need those. Okay, and there's nothing else in between. So we go security. I guess it makes sense at least to go ahead and turn this down. And change that to unlock just in case I come across a closet. Okay. Next spot's in the chapel, because that's not sacrilegious at all. Excellent! Alright. Storeroom will have some goodies in it. Pool, I don't think is going to help me out that much right now. Okay. I think probably a bedroom. Hello, thank you. Alzara is on my today list. Not necessarily where I need, but anything else I could do in here? No, they're goodies. Okay. Let's watch an Alzara cutscene.
And as it was foretold,
Not getting
I
any
am
keys
awakened
today.
at the sound of a dropping coin.
Metal detector and shovel, and
You
not a
find
single key.
yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the
It's
flag
taken so
does
long.
not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay, that's done. Oh boy. I mean that reading the thing backwards, but that's the other side of the board that I shouldn't need. Problem is I want the keys at a billiard, and but that turns me down and has a greater potential to screw me over. Pebbles. All right, does this day continue or not? Aquariums. Yes, it does, for at least a little bit longer. If I was to do what I was thinking of, I need more gems, which are not easy to come by right now. Just in case. I'm gonna need those. Yay! I got a key. Where's a trash experiment when you need one, man? Okay, now let's see if we can do something here. Probably not the way this is going. Okay, that's something. Seriously, trash experiment. Where are you? Not what I was hoping for here. I need the key. Extra key. Love it. Thank you. More keys. Excellent. Okay. Can make something happen. Maybe. 13 to still 1 again. 1 and 3. Okay. 4 is 2. 13 and 3 is 10, and 50 and 10 is 5. I knew it was going to do that. Okay. Okay, the key is very much appreciated. Thank you, game. Let's just go with that. I have to use regular key. Can't even try anything else. Okay. Or that. Let's do that. A little bit more versatility. Son of a metal, let's go. That puts a bit of a damper on my plan here. I did not even think about that they like to put a security door on that. Alright, well, we still got this one. And it likes putting security doors on these too. It's the only thing that has the potential to keep going. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more orange rooms. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 greens. So 2 more aquariums, and we've got it. But I only have 1 more aquarium waiting here. Okay. No, that's still the only special key I have. Okay, well, it at least allows me to keep moving. Walking through the friggin'... Okay, that is unlocked. And dining room is steps. More aquariums added. As much as I wanted that corridor there. Okay, we may pull this off. Okay, don't really have an option here. Key? One more key? Come on, old buddy, old pal game. Or an unlocked door. That's a lever. Not quite what I was hoping for. But at the very least, we have aquarium, 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 patio, courtyard, root cellar. So we definitely have that one done. And we have aquarium, 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 east wing, hallway. So still just 1 unlocked door that I can get transform into an orange, please. Dang it. Okay. Do the commissary have keys for sale? I don't know. Stupid rules. Okay, and I'm not hearing the metal detector ping off anything, so... The 1 extra coin? Probably not, but solving this eventually for the for a future state, still might be worthwhile. Two. Okay. Nope, this way. And again, we're going through the gymnasium to eat all of my steps. And East Wing Hall is locked, so we're going to Aquarium. I got the gem that was there. Just walking around seeing in case the metal detector pings again on something I might have missed. A gem here. Hallway. All the way across to the bedroom, because, of course, dug you up. I dug these up. I dug those up. I never found the utility closet, so that wouldn't have been an option anyway. So it's really just if the commissary has anything. And I literally have like a step after that, I think. If it has a key. It does have keys. I'm good on gems. Might as well. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have like a step, maybe two left by the time I'm done here. Okay. Up here to the bedroom. And all the way across. Oh. Yeah, that it just eats the damn steps. Okay, this is the most likely to get me to another orange room. That's all I need. Okay, there we go. That's all I need. Apparently we're going up this direction. Hey, another key. Turnip? That's pebbles. See what we get. You never know. Could be like a nursery. How many inventory items? Damn. Hey. A boudoir, and I don't have mask, do I? No, it was a different day. Of course, now it gives me the attic, which would give me more items in my inventory, but I can't bloody use them. Yeah, because I don't get any steps. I can't get up there and pick them up at all. Yeah, I'm cooked. Oh well, at least I got a couple of things. Anything else I can pull off here of use? Obviously, this isn't a mailroom. Comfort room, green memo. Nope, nope, nope. None of those are. Now that's an effect of a tomorrow room, but I'd have to check something in first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Okay, we did eat in 5 different rooms. Just in case. Nope, nope, and okay. Not really a choice. Let me pick stuff up, let me pick stuff up, let me pick stuff up! No! Never did get that kitchen I was hoping for. Alright, what can we do now? That was a better day, what was that, 3 or 4? Than I've had all the other days before it. That was day 3, okay. Yeah, it was a better day 3 than day 1 and 2 combined. Morning concoction. We are having a interesting day here, trying to accomplish a spoiler-free blueprints run. There's a lot of stuff that is just luck-based, and I'm coming up short on a couple of other things. All right, I got a little bit of money. I could make this work for me. Let's give it a try. One of the few tricky mechanics I can maybe exploit in this version, because it's relying on basic functions of the room, so there's no spoileriness in using them. That would let me start with the tomorrow function, but basically be pointless. I guess let's just get a closet and give me something to work with here. What do you got? Spare room, because I don't want to lose money coming back through the chapel. This is probably going to be a very low money thing, but all I need is a couple of coins. That is more than enough. All right, let's just go take care of this right now. Yeah, so all of my this is based on my bingo tool that I built, and in this case, this is all the tiles are curated to avoid spoilers. So if there would happen to be a bingo tile for opening, obtaining 5 red letters, for instance, and I'm not saying how you would get those red letters because that might be spoilery, but that would not be a valid bingo tile on this version, because obtaining the red letters in any way, shape, or form is a spoiler. So any tile that relies on a spoilery mechanic or something have been removed, and then after that, then everything is randomized on here. Ooh, there we go. I like that. How about a metal detector? Let's do that. And go to the parlor. And now I can buy some gems. Yeah, so the parlor boxes here, the dartboards, is about the most advanced puzzle I'm allowed to solve in this. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. Therefore, you're telling the truth. The other two are empty. Okay. Yeah, I still need that technically. Here. Utility? Damn. Nursery, not bad. Doesn't help with anything specific, though. So... let's see if you could just get the key or something out of here. Another gem. Okay, I can work with that. Laboratory, good for maybe getting an experiment running and see if we can get something interesting. Better for advancing. Let's do that, see what we can get. That one worked okay. Oh, there we go. I need that. I need allowance, and experiments are the only way I can raise my allowance. Oh, yeah. Well, that's horrid. All right, well. At least it was a net gain of steps. Okay, and now you can set this keycard system low and unlocked. All right, now our parlor, commissary, and one more gem is all I get. Okay, this is our only option here. Ooh. Okay. Yes, worth it. Because these I'm allowed to use. If I find them. There's not many of these I can actually find and use. Ooh, I like it. Here we go. A couple of coins. Not so worried about the chapel now. So, yeah. Nothing use. Gonna need some keys here, game. Not how I meant to get that, but should not need to dig up to read Swimbird backwards. Okay, conference room, because collecting something spread here, I need. And I have the office, I'm allowed to go, and I'm allowed to use that function of the computer. Fantastic. And I can also do that and get my one whole thing spread, or dining room is a little far south for me to use, but let's do it. Fill them in. I am okay with that. Key, thank you. Oh. I'll take the gems. Okay, we are doing okay on some resources at least. Still a bit light on keys. But with the nursery, steps hopefully won't be as big a deal. I need to do this. Spread gold. Okay. Now I really want a kitchen. Okay, we have collected stuff spread in the conference room. And I like that secret passage is showing up now. I have a use for that. If it gives it to me in a decent location. Last key, only key. I mean, it's hallway or dead end, so not really a choice there. Yeah. Okay. I need the key, so. All right. Boy. What can I do? Which is better to use? Silver key opens up options in all directions. This is a great location for it normally, but then I have one key to survive. I think I have to. Oh, I hate you so much, game. And then I'm at the mercy of whatever it gives me. Okay, package. Yes. It helps for tomorrow. All I really care about. Kitchen. That's a garage. Let's see what you're doing there. That was a garage game. Courtyard is the only thing that keeps me going. Don't have a shovel, right? No, I don't. It's unlocked. The only thing that keeps me going. Come on, one kitchen. Or, okay, billiard room. Let's... This will be 1, 2, 3. Okay, this will be my 4th dartboard. All right, 2, 6, 12. 3, 4, 12, 2, 6. 6, 1, 5, 15, 5, 3. Okay. Wait. Did I just do a dumb? No, mailroom. Okay, so that'll be tomorrow. So I will have an effective tomorrow in just a second. I'm going to mark it now so I don't forget. It is an effective tomorrow room because... Well, okay, I'll wait until I actually draft the room. I'm at 4 of those. That was what I was coming back here to mark. All right. All right, making progress, making progress. I did not raise my allowance at all, however. Bit of a disappointment there. I would love a tool shed with a wrench right now. Like, that would be a really, really good thing to get right now. Alas. Fruit cellar it is. Den, because I have no gems to work with yet. We're going package. All right. That is our delivered package. And officially, that is the effect in there. Not that I hopefully will need it. Compass and gems. All right. And nothing else interesting in here? Okay. Can't get what I want in the closet. Let's do courtyard, and I mean, I could get what I want in the closet, but I need the gems. I can't afford for Rumpus to take me down to 0 there. I can get money from redrawing. Box next to this is true. Box next to this contains gems. Both boxes next to this. Well, you're a liar, therefore you're a liar, therefore you're telling the truth, therefore box next to this contains gems. There we go. Drafting studio. Does that help me? Is there anything I would possibly need from the drafting studio? No. So, at this point, I'm just going to take the steps and go. Useless. All right. I am happy with the Nook. Give me a key to work with. And I do have a sledgehammer. Let's get and I'm right next to the entrance hall. Let's just do this, get the trunks, and go. Much as I hate my 2 doors that I can draft from are both pointed at the exact same spot on the map. Okay, now we have a decent set of keys to work with. That's nice. And 1 die. Didn't need it. Broke out of your trap, game. Hallway. Actually, if we can get over and turn left. Okay. Oh, I also spent 3 drums drafting that attic back there. I didn't even realize it was on the board at the time. Okay. Now we just gotta get out of this trap now. The game has had its revenge. I had forgotten that this was going to be drafting into this blind thing here. Otherwise, I would not have taken the garage. That was a bad move on my part. I was hoping I was going for the keys, which I have now, but not sure that was worth it. Yeah, I mean, nothing. It doesn't matter what I choose. All right. Well. Not the best day that could have been. All right, now my high roller is gone. I guess honestly, I could burn days until I get, well, yuck. Until I get what I want. Or the game could just give it to me the second that I mention it. All right, wanted my tool shed and a wrench. All right, now we need all of our gear type rooms. We need security, utility room. I wouldn't say no to a workshop or a lab. All the mechanical rooms, please, game. Let's really make this worthwhile. I need gems first, though, so... There's one gem, at least. Parlor might have been the better call there, but... yeah. I don't need the steps for that. Let's take that for free. Another gem. Good. All right. Good start. Okay, let's see if this works. Oyster for free. Take the gems. And nothing else. Okay. All right. Gems are in a box with a statement. Gems are in the black box. They can't be. So they have to be in you. Okay. Yes. Security. Commonplace. There's one security room adjusted. Raise the rarity. Crap. I don't want to raise the rarity of any of my mechanical rooms. Damn it. Ugh. Fine. I shouldn't have done that because that doesn't help me anymore. Damn it. That was dumb. I should have stopped and thought about that for more than 2 seconds. That was dumb. That was dumb. That was dumb. That was dumb. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. Let's take this and see what we get. I might be beating myself over the head for that one for a minute here. Yep, I can't afford to trust that Cloister will get me out of that corner. I'm gonna need the keys. Checking the gear wrench is actually a good idea, because then maybe I can fix that laboratory foul up. Alright, this is our last place. We need to go. Really want that Great Hall. I think I just take the utility and set this for future use. It's a bad idea, but I mean, you know, on a normal type of run, but in this one, changing that rarity makes it more likely that I'll be able to do that on going forward on a different day rather than limping along on this day. Or do I check, or do I just write? Well, this experiments are the only way I have of raising my allowance, which means I need to fix the laboratory. That was the stupidest room that I could have made that change on, up practically, for what I'm trying to do here. So I have to fix it. Oh, I had one more day of high roller. I could have sworn that was my last day yesterday. Damn it. Oh well, doesn't matter. Might have mattered had I chosen the yellow room somewhere earlier. Could have rolled my way out of a problem. Oh well. Alright. Did we get that 5th dartboard? I think we did. Maybe. I'll check. Maybe not. Okay, yesterday we did not have one. Didn't have one that day either, so no. Alright, we'll still need 4. Alright. So one more dartboard at least connects it and gets my path moving. Then I need 20 rooms without opening my map, which I can do now if I want to, depending on what this outer room is. What do we got? Let's do shelter, so if I need a red room for connectivity, it might not kill my directions here. All right, here we go. 20 rooms without opening my map. Take my finger off the trigger. All right. 1. 2. Not real happy with not being able to turn right there. Really not happy with not being able to turn right yet. Dude. Not a single east-facing door. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I need my other room before I get that workshop, but it's nice that it's showing up. 5, 6. Not what I wanted to use the shelter on. Thank you. Oh, crap. I think this is going to dead end me either way. But I'll try this just in case I'm off by 1 in my head. I am off by 1 in my head. Okay, that was a good call. Parlor, because commissary is, at this point, less likely to have a security door just to screw me over. Gems are in a box that's actually blue. Gems are in a board with blue on it. Well, if you're true, then you would be false, and that's fine. If you're true, then you would also be true, which can't happen. So, have to be in you. Okay. That's fine for now. What do we got? 1 door, another door. I can go in once. Hello. And see if we can get anything out of here for free. Okay, East Wing Hall. Not bad, actually. Commissary. Also not bad. Oh! Gymnasium! Sheltered. Excellent. I just forgot to have that. So... let's do East Wing Hall. I have no idea where... I'm in rank 6, that's all I know. Security should be fine. Still looking for my coat check game. Just saying. Figured you'd be locked. How about you? Still waiting for that coat check game. Just saying. Nada. Just my steps. And I have no idea what my count is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 right up on this in this branch. You're locked. Okay. Too bad I couldn't do this earlier. Alright, so yeah, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, so I have 7 more to go out of this bottom here, and I have no idea what this center thing looks like, so I need to stay in the first 2 files. Not helpful. I have to do that one just for the connectivity, and that's my last shelter. 2. Now you give me the code check. And archives, of course. Archive floor plans does not help me, so... I need that just in case I draft laboratory. Right here. Damn. Utility closet would I don't have any utility doors at this point yet. So this is 1, 2, 3. I'm running a bit risky here. 18, 6 is 3. 12, 15, 27, 3, 9. 10 to 8, 80, 8, 10. Okay. And unless this has a key, we're screwed. Okay, we have a key. So this is okay. Recount here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 'So that's what, 3 more I need? 18. I have no way of knowing what's going to happen here. This is actually a fairly terrible room for me in this game mode, so... $19. All I need is 1 unlocked door. Oh, keycard doors. Yes. 20. That should be it. Yes! I can fix my laboratory screw up. Oh. And 1 to grow on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait. 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so I just made it with my 1 to grow on just in case. Okay. I have almost no money, so going to the commissary is probably not worth any effort whatsoever. I have a lever that I will not be able to use. And boiler was actually a terrible choice for me right there in hindsight, because since I can't solve the boiler or do anything in the boiler room, it's only a 2-door room, not a 3-door. Like I was like, oh well, at least it's the 3rd door. It wasn't, so I got extraordinarily lucky there. Okay, well, this doesn't do me any good whatsoever. Sure. Okay. I'm allowed to... Too bad that can't happen. But I'm allowed to eat that disc. Okay. Make something useful out of that. Really? Not what I would have hoped for. What's the most likely to help? Either hallways or green rooms. I don't have anything that I need to afford. Oh, and I did my 5th one of those, so that's claimed now. All right, so I just need to draft a full house or finally get some allowance. I'm going to go gems. That may be the wrong call, but I think now that I've fixed laboratory, hey, and I have a common security and common utility room that might help with security card needs. So hopefully I won't need as many keys trying to do something to get me what I need, and now we can end the day because there's nothing else I can do. Okay. So realistically, allowance is the only, or drafting all 4 corners in a day and then trying to get my butt over there, which is not easy. Out of curiosity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll check my dead ends each day. I have not been paying attention to that. Okay. I haven't had a day that with enough rooms. Okay, here's what a day with enough rooms. There's 1, but almost no dead ends. 2, 3, yeah, 4, 5, 6-ish maybe. Okay. Okay, so what do we need? What do we need? What can we do that will actually help? Full house is not impossible in this game mode, but it is such a pain in the butt. So honestly, I need laboratory for experiments, and then I have to have the allowance thing, and then I need to be able to do something with it. That's the only thing that really has a chance of getting me through this one. So, tool shed, great for tools. Root cellar, let's hope for a dig up trash, get an allowance experiment. That's where we're at, is really just trying to get experiments. So if the laboratory is there and does not have experiments, then we ditch it and call it a day. Come back another day. So I need a gem and I need a laboratory. There's the gem. How about a laboratory? Can't help but notice neither of those is a laboratory. Still not a laboratory. I don't want to use my only gem on that if I don't have to. Or take with them down to 1 gem. And also I may get a drawing room experiment. So let's do that instead. Dice. No goodies. Okay. Parlor's fine. Need the gems to work with. That could be useful, maybe. Gems are not in the white or the blue box. Gems are in, but you're a liar. You're a liar, so they're not in the white or the blue, which means they're in you. Coincidentally enough. There we go. Hello, laboratory. What do you got for me? Something good. Let's something we can work with today. Nope. All right. Is there anything else that could possibly work for me here? Okay. Draft a shop at aquariums. And then if I get enough gems, or if I draft Terrace, that would be a bunch of free aquariums. Maybe I can get to all four. Maybe I can draft all 4 corners, or Full House. Well, I'll give that a try. And again, and if this fails horrendously, then, then we're done. We call it a day. We go out and we get a better experiment tomorrow. Yeah, no. Really? Fine. Okay, and we're done. Didn't matter. Game said, I'm just going to take that right out of your hands and see you tomorrow. Which was honestly probably the right call on the game's part, rather than wasting a lot of time trying to fill up a house. I have technically raised the rarity on 2 rooms now, even if I undid it on one of them. Okay, what do you got for me? Trading post doesn't do me a whole heck of a lot of good. Tomb is worth money, and that's it for me. And so tool shed is the way to go, I think. Okay, arguably 2 of the least useful options, unless you want to give me that workshop. I'll take the workshop. Because I will definitely take the workshop. All right, White box is empty. This is the only true statement. There are 2 false statements. Well, if you're true, then you're false, and you're false, and the white box is not empty. If you're false, then you're true. Then you're true, in which case you'd be false, and you would have to be true. So, white box is not empty. Okay. Sledge, gems, and shoes. Okay, we need that lab now, game, please. Remember that? Remember the lab? Because that's what we need. We need a lab. I can't. I can't use my only gem on the drawing room. What did I just say, game? Now, if you want to give me the experiment for drawing room showing up, great. With an allowance. Let me be clear here, game. Okay. Let's crank this up. Turn that off. Okay, and that's why we did that. That's why we worked with the wrenches, just specifically so we could do that. Look, it is. Laboratory. Lab. That's the library. Who knows? Maybe it'll be an apple experiment. If I ever find the bloody laboratory. So this room was good for 2 coins. Fantastic. Thank you, game. I'm not coming back this way. Game is in that I know what you need to succeed, and therefore that's what you will not get. In the dead end direction, of course. All right, what do you got for me? Okay, there we go. Ooh. Okay, now I just got to get out of here. Okay, I have very limited options here, but I need to get to rooms that have security doors, please. Den at least gives me a key to work, or a gem to work with. That keys and no gems. I might need the gem for redraw. Oh, I hate this. Let's see what we got here. Keys. You're going to give me a key card, aren't you? I know you're going to give me a key card. 15, 10, 5, 3, back to 15 again. 13, 3, 10, 50, 10, 5. 19, 8, 11, 8, 24, 12, 2. Thank you, game. Very kind of you. Okay, I just got to get up somewhere to start where I can draft security doors. Okay, see the keys? Need the keys. I'd love to do the dark room, but the dice are arguably better because since I can't draft and I can't backtrack to my utility closet without running out of steps. I've got 2 dice to get myself out of this. I don't want to use the drawing room there. I just screwed myself, didn't I? I did. Oh, frickin' hell. Okay, I can get something useful out of this. Okay, I turned that into something useful at least. Oh, I didn't want to use my last gem on that drawing room. Hey, Laura, how you doing? Oh, game is being very mean to me at the moment. Finally got an experiment that gave me the result I needed, and something I could exploit, and that just drafted in such a way that I couldn't make any use of it. like, or not much. And I could have made a different choice there, I'll admit. But I can't say that my choice was the wrong one. I guess if I didn't have any gems, then it would have been more likely to give me something like weight room or something that would have been bad for me. Yeah, game has been mean. I had one of the most ridiculously bad day ones I could have had, like even by this game mode standards. I accomplished absolutely nothing on day one at all. Okay, there we go. Nice workshop with freaking battery. Okay. All right, game. I need gems. There's a gem and doesn't waste doorways. Okay, let's go this way. Never know. Okay, billiard room, it's fine. Could give me some good, decent keys to work with, right? Right, game? Right? 17. 7, 10, 17 again. Weird. 4, 2, 8. 3, 9, 36, 9, 4. Okay, some keys to work with. Not helpful. I don't want to spend my own gem. Freaking hell. Car keys. Okay. Could be useful. All right. Box next to this is false. They're your false. Therefore, you're true. Therefore, they're in there. We're doing on time. Just past an hour and a half. Damn. All right. I was hoping for a sub 130. At this point, I'll be lucky for a sub 2 hours unless it starts behaving itself with experiments. Which doesn't seem likely. Utility, okay. Which, a common utility and security in this game mode is gold, unless you get, a really amazing upgrade disc option, which has happened to me in the past, and I just had to use a shelter on a chapel. Thanks for that one, game. No. So let's do that and see what it gives us. Extra gem, okay. That could be quite useful. Can't do the garage yet. I knew you were going to offer it to me, but I just want to preemptively say that I can't use it, game. Corridor is fine. Still, I need that lab. That security. Still very useful. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But what are the chances it's going to give me the experiment that I need 2 days in a row? Nothing? Okay. That's fine. Quick sledge. What else am I going to do? It's sheltered, so it's not a waste, it's just annoying. Kitchen wouldn't really do me a whole lot. Let's just do closet. Okay. Helpful. And archives for my last shelter. Totally worth it. All right. Now, laboratory. Okay, worth it to get the extra, get an extra die out of the deal. Laboratory. Labracadabra. Laboratory. Seriously, game? Kill him here. Alright, well that at least... Hello. That's a lavatory. That's not the right word. I can double my gems. Sure. Alright, we're good on gems for a while. Now I just need a lavatory. Special keys. Utility room is nowhere near me, so... Could redraw. What am I going to get better out of that? Sure. Doesn't help me at the moment. Backtrack. You're unlocked, doesn't matter. Hey! Now, can I do anything today? Allowance, yes. Apples. Crap. I have no way of getting apples. So I can add one, or I can hope I can maybe get a couple of red rooms here. Maybe. It's probably the only way I can maybe get more than one allowance today. Okay. Yes? Oh, hello. Okay. That officially makes it at least as worthwhile as any other option that I had. Okay, again, at least as good as any other option that I had. 6. Unless I get a kitchen, don't think I have enough steps to undo this. Oh, okay. Well, observatory would give me 3 steps. So that would be 7. -1 is 6. Up 1 into rank 8 is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think that gives me just barely enough. Let me double check the math. So 4 in there's that takes me down to 3. Plus 3 is 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, that is just enough. And then that'll give me more steps to maybe draft 2 more red rooms. I need 2 red rooms. Not right now, though. Game. This has more space. But if anything over there is locked, I'm SOL. Screw it. Let's see what we can get. The only option I have. Okay, this is likely to have a security door and not a key. Yes! Okay. Walk in. No bananas, damn. Okay. Now we go back. Probably should have drafted up there while I was at it, but I need the steps just in case. 2, 1. Pizza! Okay. Now, I will happily take the red rooms. That's foundation. That's a ridiculously good foundation location. And it might have a security door. Like on a normal game mode. Not on this game mode, but on a normal game mode, this would be an amazing foundation spot. Kitchen is fine. It's the only place I have left to draft. Sure. Damn it. All right, well, we're closer. We just need 2 more experiments to kick off. So close. Hey, Smithers, how you doing? I'm doing all right. Game is being the game. I'm 1 tile away from winning, but I need 2 more allowance, and experiments are the only way I have of gaining allowance. Fortunately, I have a common laboratory, so it's just a matter of trying to get it in time. If I had been able to get my laboratory a little earlier yesterday, I would have had it easy. But it took me forever to find my damn lab, so. Alright, trading post does not help me. Tool shed it is. What do you got for me? Ooh, hello. Both could be very useful. Alright. Alright, need some gems and then a lab. Oh, that's not a bad way to start, though. What do you got for me? Free sledgy. Love it. Gems. Is it just the magnifying glass? Probably. All right, what do we got here? False box contains the gems. The black box is true. The black box is false. All right. Well, if you're true, then you're true and you're false, which means the black box is true, which is true, which means the false box contains the gems, which means you're black or you're in blue. If you're false, then that means the true box contains the gems, in which case you're false, in which case you're true, in which case either way the gems are to you. I don't remember seeing. I'm sure I've seen this one, but I don't. This is not one I see a whole lot. Okay, utility box. Unfortunately, quite useful still. Game loves to make whatever the current goal is extremely difficult. That is no lie. I don't want to, but I can make that work. Yuck. Because you never know when I might need to have a shovel to do something, so... Hence the don't want to walk into that chapel. Hallway it is. Now, laboratory. Laboratory. Take the nut because I'm going to need a key sooner or later. Do not want it to decide to dead end me on that. Oh, hello. Ooh. Now we're talking. Counselor's not that far away. What I would love, well, let's just do this. I'm gonna hate myself. I'm probably gonna need come short on a key at some point, but that would be very useful. But I'm okay on gems for the moment, so I'm gonna do this and hope for a garage next. There we go. Now, if only you would be that open to doing what I ask you to do when I'm asking for a laboratory. Okay, so chapel's my only option here. No, I'm gonna say no goodies, but okay. Drawing room is my best option to not suddenly find myself dead-ended. I hate it because now I don't have that option as an experiment, but oh well. Corridor opens me up. Don't have to worry about it being locked. Laboratory. I hate all these options now. Okay, Den. Den is good here. I like this. Some branching. Now, give me a laboratory. Thank you. Was that so bloody hard? And all this still to find out whether or not we have an experiment that is viable. Nope. Laboratory. There we go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Give me something good. Give me something good. Okay. good experiments. No outcomes I can use. Lab. Thank you. Okay. Viable experiment. Nope. Son of a motherless goat. Now it's going to give me an experiment I can actually use. Okay, small mercies. It didn't. That would have just added insult to injury. Okay, doesn't matter. Alright, come on. Today's the day. Today's the day. Dread's here. Dread's could be my good luck charm. Dread, you're a terrible good luck charm. What you got? What you got? Okay, yes, good. Laboratory, yes. This is a good luck sledgy. Swimbird has joined the game. I don't care. Swimbird's gonna be my good luck bird. Come on. I dare you to give me good luck, bird. There we go. Okay, Swimbird, come on. You're so far so good. Help me out here, buddy. Where were you on that one? You're letting me down, Swimbird. You're gonna go somewhere else. Observe from over here. Swimbird is still around. He's just in timeout for not doing his part. How many days is this now? How many frickin' days is this now? This is beyond ridiculous. I don't know. This is I've been going for over an hour, probably an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, just trying to do this one frickin' tile. And it's not like there's no mechanic, there's no technique, there's nothing to exploit. The only potential thing is that re-rolling experiments trick that I have heard exists but never actually seen in practice, much less done. And okay, what do you got for me? This is what I've been getting the whole time. Like, and so it doesn't matter what I do at this point. Because, like, I mean, that's half the house is cut off by dead ends. I have one viable door north and no keys, and then building up the entire thing from this one corner is, like I said, almost impossible. Okay, there's our lab. Just come on, experiment. I will find a way to make anything work. Just I got one more day in me, and that's it. It's 3 minutes until 2 a.m. Last try. I had an experiment. The only reason I have allowance now is I had an experiment that was each time you draft a red room, lose 5 steps, and then add allowance. And I got 3 out of it. And then the next room that I drafted was red room, was the dark room, but it would have killed my steps, and I wouldn't have been able to get the last one more out of it. So I had to choose something else, backtrack back to the dining room, grab food, come back up and draft out. And at that point, I didn't have any options left. And I only had like one door to draft out of and know where I could get the remaining red rooms. And so it just completely screwed me over. So I could be one allowance closer, with the only advantage to which is that it would allow me to do an immediately add allowance should that one show up. What in the hell is this? There we go. I can't afford the observatory, so we go storeroom for now. Corridor gets me out of there at least. I love workshop, but dice. Just get that out of the draft pool. It's fine. Secret passage doesn't do me a whole hell of a lot of good, so I might as well take this, get this going, and then go head out my one door. Okay. That is a workshop. Two doors to work with. Pantry, and then I will redraw out of the pantry if I need to get a decent roll. Spare room for now is fine. And probably need the commissary just in case. Can't not. Keys at the expense of my last gem. Okay, I got one spot left. It's key. All right, now, how about a lab? How about a lab? How about a lab? Keys. Drafting dining room doesn't do me any good if I can't get past it because I have no keys. Okay. Can't. That's useless. I should have chosen gym. Damn it. This is sheltered, but I turned it off. All right, we're done. I can't keep going. It's after 2 a.m. This frickin' board. Actually, okay, it's not the board's fault. It's the game's fault. 1000%. Because there's nothing else I could possibly do on this. There's 2 bingo nights in a row that the game has defeated me, and that is so very frustrating. I didn't mind as much Monday just because it was a game mode that was new, and I didn't like the way it was set up as much, etc., etc. But losing to my own damn board kind of sucks. Anyway, thank you to everybody who hung around. I really wish it was more entertaining tonight, but this game, this board, this round just absolutely was sucking the energy and all the life and enthusiasm out of me tonight. It was a lot more fun at the beginning. I apologize. So Friday, I'm not sure yet what we'll be playing. Something fast and quick, not normal. Maybe I don't know that I will do another bingo, but I might. But next week, next Wednesday and Friday, I think I'm going to be starting up Claire Obscure. That's my plan, and hopefully nothing gets in the way of that. But so if you are a fan of that game or curious about it, by all means, please come by next week and check it out. I am like 99.999% blind going into it. I have avoided everything to do with that game since it came out. So it should be interesting, but I understand it's fun. So anyway, thanks a lot everybody for being here. I can't raid. I gotta go, but thanks a lot. And next session, whatever will be better. But thanks a lot, y'all. Have a good day, good night, good time zone, and